Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Morgan, and I want to tell you that the weakness you might be feeling in your legs is not just a normal part of getting older. It is a critical warning sign from your body, and ignoring it is one of the biggest mistakes a person can make after 60. But understanding what that sign means is the first step to reclaiming your strength.
A critical warning sign. That's a powerful way to frame something so many people experience and simply dismiss as aging. Welcome, everyone, to Health Voices. I'm Sarah. Doctor, that feeling of weakness in the legs creates so much fear. It's the fear of falling, the fear of not being able to get up from a chair, the fear of losing one's independence. You're saying we shouldn't just accept this?
We should absolutely not accept it, Sarah. Leg weakness is a symptom, not a final diagnosis. It's the check engine light on your car's dashboard. You don't ignore it. You investigate the cause. Too often, people treat it as a single issue, but it's rarely caused by just one thing. It's often a combination of factors. Today, we are going to act as detectives for our own health. We will investigate the 5 most common underlying reasons for leg weakness in seniors, and more importantly, discuss the simple, powerful, and natural steps you can take to address each one before it's too late.
That's an incredibly proactive approach. Where do we start our investigation, doctor? What is the 5th most common reason for leg weakness?
We start with the most well-known but often misunderstood reason. At number 5, it's muscle loss, or what we call sarcopenia in the medical community. This is the natural process where our muscle mass begins to shrink. It starts as early as our 30s, but it accelerates dramatically after age 60. If you do nothing to counteract it, you can lose up to 30% of your total muscle mass by the time you're in your 80s. This almost always manifests first in the legs, the largest muscle group in the body. You might notice your thighs or calves look thinner, or you feel a deep heaviness and fatigue after just a short walk.
And you're saying this is more than just feeling weak? It's a measurable loss of tissue?
It is, and the science is very clear on how to fight it. It comes down to 2 things: resistance and protein. First, you must send a signal to your muscles that they are needed. You don't need a gym. Simple strength exercises like chair squats, sitting down and standing up from a sturdy chair without using your hands, or leg lifts while seated are incredibly effective. Second, you must provide the raw materials for repair. After age 60, protein needs actually increase. A comprehensive position paper from an international study group, published in the journal Nutrients, recommends that older adults consume at least 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily to fight sarcopenia. That means focusing on lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, and high-quality plant proteins like beans and lentils in every meal.
So it's a 2-part solution. Signal the muscle with movement, then feed it with protein. What's reason number 4?
Number 4 is a problem with the body's delivery system. Poor circulation, often a sign of peripheral artery disease, or PAD. Think of your arteries as a network of highways designed to deliver oxygen-rich blood to your muscles. In PAD, these highways become clogged with plaque due to atherosclerosis. Your legs are at the very end of this highway system, so they are the first to suffer when there's a traffic jam.
And what does that traffic jam feel like to a person?
The classic symptom is cramping or pain in the calves when you walk, a condition called claudication, which gets better when you rest. Other signs include feeling that your legs are cold or numb, or wounds on your feet that are very slow to heal. According to the CDC, PAD affects about 6.5 million Americans over the age of 40, and many don't even know they have it. I had a patient, a gentleman who was an avid walker, who started experiencing this cramping in his calves after just half a mile. He thought he just needed to stretch more, but it was persistent. We ran some simple tests and discovered he had significant plaque buildup in his leg arteries. It was a serious warning sign for his overall cardiovascular health. The solution starts with movement. Daily walking, even if it's just around the house, encourages the body to form new, smaller blood vessels that bypass the blockages. Staying well hydrated and reducing salt intake are also crucial to prevent swelling and help the blood flow more easily.
So poor circulation starves the muscles of the oxygen they need. What is the third major reason for leg weakness?
Number 3 is a problem with the body's electrical system. Nerve damage, or peripheral neuropathy. If your arteries are the highways, your nerves are the communication cables that run alongside them. They carry signals from your brain to your muscles. Neuropathy is what happens when these cables become damaged. The signals get distorted, weak, or lost entirely.
And what does that feel like?
Patients describe it in very distinct ways. They'll say their feet feel tingly, numb, or have a painful burning sensation. A very common description is, "Doctor, it feels like I'm walking on a sponge." They've lost that clear sensation of their feet on the ground, which is devastating for balance. This affects nearly 1 in 3 seniors and is most commonly caused by 2 things: uncontrolled high blood sugar from diabetes, which is toxic to nerves over time, and deficiencies in key vitamins, particularly vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is essential for maintaining the health of the myelin sheath, which is the protective insulation around your nerve fibers. Without it, the wire is exposed and easily damaged.
And I understand a B12 deficiency can be quite common in older adults?
It is alarmingly common, especially in those who take certain medications for acid reflux or diabetes, or who follow a low-meat diet. The danger is that the damage can be slow and silent until it becomes irreversible. Protecting your nerves requires strict blood sugar control, a diet rich in B12 from sources like eggs, dairy and fish, and avoiding excessive alcohol, which is also toxic to nerves. Don't ignore numbness or tingling. It is a direct plea for help from your nervous system.
It's clear how interconnected these systems are. Now for reason number 2, which you said originates not in the legs themselves, but in our back.
That's correct. Reason number 2 is spinal problems, like sciatica or herniated disc. Think of your spinal cord as the main fiber optic cable leaving the central server, your brain. All the smaller cables going to your legs branch off from it. If something in your lower back, like a bulging disc or a narrowing of the spinal canal known as stenosis, pinches one of those branching nerves, the signal to your leg is immediately compromised. This can cause a very specific type of weakness. You might feel a sharp, radiating pain down one leg, a condition many know as sciatica. Or you might just feel that one leg is noticeably weaker or clumsier than the other, or that it might suddenly give out. This is often caused by long-term poor posture or from sitting for extended periods, which puts immense pressure on the lumbar discs. I once worked with a patient who was convinced she had a knee problem because her left leg kept collapsing. All her knee exams were normal. It wasn't until we did an MRI of her lower back that we found a significantly herniated disc pressing directly on the nerve root that supplied her quadriceps muscle. Her knee was fine. The problem was in her spine.
So the pain or weakness we feel in our leg can actually be a signal from somewhere else entirely. What can people do to protect their spine?
The most important thing is to avoid prolonged sitting. Get up and move every 30 minutes, and incorporate gentle back stretches into your day. A simple knee to chest stretch where you lie on your back and gently pull one knee toward your chest, can do wonders for relieving pressure in the lower back. Keeping your spine healthy is fundamental to keeping your legs strong.
This has been an incredible diagnostic journey. We've covered muscles, circulation, nerves, and the spine. Doctor, what is the number one most common reason for that sudden, shaky weakness in the legs?
The number one reason, and one of the most easily fixable, is an electrolyte imbalance, specifically a deficiency in magnesium and potassium. If you've ever had a sudden intense leg cramp in the middle of the night, or your legs just feel shaky and weak for no apparent reason, this is very often the culprit. These two minerals are the master regulators of muscle function. They control the electrical signaling that makes muscles contract and relax. Potassium, as we've discussed, is vital for the sodium-potassium pump that maintains fluid balance and nerve transmission. Low potassium leads to spasms and weakness. Magnesium, on the other hand, acts as a natural muscle relaxant. It's the off switch. When you're deficient in magnesium, your muscles can't fully relax, leading to twitching, tension, and fatigue. This often happens due to simple dehydration, certain medications like diuretics that flush out minerals, or simply not eating enough mineral-rich foods.
And I imagine it's quite easy to fall short on these minerals?
Very easy. To restore balance, it's crucial to increase your intake of potassium-rich foods like avocados, spinach, and bananas, and magnesium-rich foods like almonds, dark chocolate, and beans. And hydration is non-negotiable. Dehydration concentrates your blood and makes these deficiencies even worse. For people who suffer frequently from cramps, a warm Epsom salt bath before bed can be wonderfully effective. The magnesium in the salt is absorbed through your skin, helping to relax your muscles and prevent those nighttime spasms.
This is a fantastic and comprehensive list of causes and solutions. It really paints a picture of leg health being about the entire body working in harmony.
That is the ultimate takeaway, Sarah. Weak legs are rarely just about the legs. They are a sign that some part of the system, the muscles, the circulation, the nerves, the spine, or the mineral balance, needs attention. Your body is a brilliant, interconnected machine. The key is to become a good detective, to listen to the signs, and to take small, consistent, daily actions. Whether it's doing 5 minutes of chair squats, eating more avocados, getting up to stretch, or practicing better posture, each action is a deposit in the bank account of your future independence. Don't wait for a crisis. Don't wait for a fall. Start today.
Invaluable advice, Dr. Morgan. Thank you. For everyone watching, which of these 5 reasons surprised you the most or felt most familiar to you? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. And if this information was helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Health Voices, and share it with someone you know who wants to keep their legs strong and healthy.
It has been a pleasure. And please remember, this information is for educational purposes only and should not be considered medical advice. If you are experiencing persistent leg weakness, pain, or numbness, it is essential to be evaluated by your personal physician to get an accurate diagnosis and a safe treatment plan. Be proactive, be well, and take care.